Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to do a lesson that involves tone and doing a contour drawing and adding tone in an interesting way, kind of reminiscent of Cubism. So let me begin by just explaining that we are going to be using these different tones. Remember, we did those tone studies, so you're going to want different levels of tone by applying different amount of pressure, also layering over areas to make the tone darker. So these are kind of the tools that are going to be in our palette, having these different tones here from lighter to darker. And so we're going to put that to the side for a while. Your finished product is going to be something like this, a contour drawing where we add tone in a geometric way. Now it can get more complicated. This is a contour drawing I did of a bird, and I did another one even more complicated where I added a more complex pattern over it. Now I'm going to do something much simpler for this exercise. And remember, a contour drawing is just when you're drawing the outside edge of an object. And you can get a little bit of some detail for the inside, but mostly you're just doing the outside area. I think I'm going to go with the apple, good old apple. So for my drawing, I'm going to actually, I'm going to use this piece of drawing paper over here. So first thing I want to do is to get a contour drawing of the apple. So I'm just drawing the outside area of the apple and creating a line drawing of my apple. Now I'm going to add some inside information. I got that line there. So maybe I'll just add a little bit of inside information, but mostly it's just that outside line. And you can do a couple takes to get it right, but it's important once you kind of got your shape to clean it up, because you want to end up with just a simple line drawing. Maybe I'll use the edge of this binder here to do some lines. So I think I'm just going to make this one real simple. The more lines I do, the more work I have to shade in. But for example, this one I did a very complex pattern where I did lines going through in a pattern that kind of went around. Whereas this one I just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines. One. I'll do another one like here. And I want another one that's going to cross over and intersect that other line. So now I've broken my space up. And it's really your choice of how you want to break it up. This looks pretty interesting to me. Maybe I'll extend that line out a little bit. You just want to make some artistic choices here. I like this. Maybe I'll do one more line. About right here. There we go. So I did 4 lines. And now for this next part, I'm just going to pick different tones for different areas. So I'm going to use these tones to fill in the areas with different tones. And what I'm going to try and do is have the not have the same tone next to each other. So every time I start another area, I want it to be different from the tones around it. Maybe I'll go with a nice mid-tone to start. Grab a piece of paper so I don't smear, get fingerprints on it. I like to have a little piece of scratch paper to help. I'm working on the outside and the inside, and I'm kind of fading out the outside areas. I just did it on this first one. I like the way it looked, so I'm probably going to do that for all the areas. But the important thing is that every area is kind of different than the one right next to it. So you want to kind of have variation between the areas. I got all my different tones in, and so I was just kind of playing around there at the end. But yeah, that's a nice composition. I'm digging it. You know, on some of these I left them a little more unfinished, like this bowl I did. I just pretty much stuck to the tones. I didn't add any patterns in. And it has an unfinished feel and it looks nice. So it can be nice having those lines just stay in the page, like I did for the bowl. Or you can work them off the page like I did for the album. So look forward to seeing what you guys do. Have a great one.